Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalam Nabi Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, gentlemen, magandang hapon, magandang gabi, magandang umaga sa lahat ng ating mga taga-subaybay, taga-tangkilik. Naway ang pagpapala at biyaya at kapayapaan ay laging mapasa ating lahat. At maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa atin sa ating munting kaalaman patungkol sa safety. So, now we are going to talk about safety and security management. Bakit? Sapagkat alam nyo ba na ngayon ay marami sa mga kumpanya ngayon ay sinasama na nila yung tinatawag na QHSE manager. Okay? QHSE supervisor. So, sinama nila yung quality, yung health, safety, security, and environment. Actually, hindi naman bago sa atin yan sapagkat talaga naman ay dapat ay magkakaroon ng proper cooperation and coordination yung mga security at yung HSE department. So, now, like my experience, yung security na ina-assign natin sa ating mga camp facilities, sa ating camp office or site office ay under na po ng supervision ng HSE department. So, although nag-assign tayo kung sino yung magiging HSE supervisor nila, or kapag malaki yung project, mega project, mayroon tayong security manager, which is they are cooperating and reporting also sa HSE department in case of any emergency or incident na mayroong pangyayari sa loob at sa labas ng camp facilities or site area. Okay? So, yan, ang pag-usapan natin is yung about sa safety and security. So, ano ba ang dapat natin i-discuss dito? Of course, with regards of security of or to secure our company asset. So we will discuss this one. Okay, so this is a safety and security policy. So mayroon na tayong tinatawag na safety and security policy. The importance of the protection of each employee and the company's assets, and to this end shall ensure so far as a reasonably practicable that is persons properly, or the persons and the property and the environment are being protected against any incidents, thefts, misappropriation, or unauthorized person or disclosure sa areas natin or sa mga facilities natin. So, napakahalaga po sa ating kumpanya ay magkaroon na tayo ng safety and security policy. So, nasa depende yan kung paano natin i-develop yung safety and security policy. So, at least, mayroon tayong mga idea kung ano yung mga responsibility, kasi pag gumawa tayo ng safety and security policy or safety and security procedure, we should identify the responsible person. First, one of the responsible person, of course, the security manager. He is the one to review and develop the security operation, and he should prepare security procedures and documentation. Like my experience, mayroon tayong mga security ay tayo pa rin isa sa nagde-develop ng mga sa HSE department, nag-provide sa kanila ng mga checklist like gate pass, record book, so on and so forth. So the security manager, he should provide security resources like vehicle if needed para pag-robbing, and uniform of our security at site, or mga assigned security para ma-identify natin sila. Okay? Report all security related issues to the project manager. Yan. Or the safety manager itself, or it should be reported also to the security manager. Of course, the project manager, he is the overall responsible person, especially to our project site. Okay? Liaise with the company security manager and local authority. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng liaise? We should coordinate, inform to the company security manager or the local authority if there is any incident or yung mga hindi magandang kaganapan sa loob ng ating mga facilities. What else? Ensure that all sites personnel is aware of the security procedure. Dapat aware sila dyan. Dahil hindi natin alam, yung mga personnel natin, basta-basta na lang pumasok na hindi nila alam yung mga procedure and protocol with regards of security. So, dapat i-inform natin sila dyan. I-educate natin yung mga personnel, not only the personnel, of course, all workers natin na papasok at lalabas sa facilities. Then, the security supervisor, he is the responsible for day-to-day supervision of security guard. Yan, siya yung nag-assist, nag-supervise sa mga security guard. He is the one to ensure security equipment are in place and functional, investigate all security-related issues, coordinate with the company security supervisor, report any breaches in security to the security manager, prepare the report for any security-related issues. Yan ang mga responsibility ng security supervisors. So yan ang ilalagay natin sa ating safety and security plan or procedure. Then what else? Of course, the security guard, they has responsibilities that they need to follow. What are those responsibility of security or the security guard? They should check all the concerning security passes in relation to both personnel and vehicle. So i-check natin, or sila yung nag-check kung yung vehicle ay nakarehistro ba, o ano ba dyan sa may gate pass ba. Then yung driver, he has a ID, or he is authorized to go inside, in and out. So yan ang chine-check ng security guard. Responsibility niya yan. He is the one who patrolling and observe area of responsibility, and then he should assist in control of traffic. Any traffic issues, he should be the one to control of this one. And then what else? He should conduct searches of all vehicles to ensure that the vehicles there is no any suspicious things that maybe there are, maybe they bring some illegal materials, illegal things like drugs, alcohol. So diyan ang tinitingnan natin sa ating mga campsite. Then he should check materials passes and waste manifest. Kapag mayroon tayong mga ilabas, mga waste sa ating project site or facilities, he is the one to in charge to check this one, the waste manifest. Then documents all security related issue. Kapag mayroon siya mga observation, mga about related security issue, the record this one. That's why they have a logbook, record book. Okay, so pinoprovide natin yan sa kanila. Documents all security related issue, then prevent entry of unauthorized person inside and prohibited materials, gun, knife, drugs, liquor. So ito yung mga dapat niyang i-prevent to na makapasok sa ating mga campsite, especially our office site. Then, what else? Security. When we see security, we talk about the perimeter pins. It should be installed for what? To prevent entry of and exit of personnel, materials, and equipment. Even the animals. In Saudi Aramco, animals is not allowed inside the camp. Okay? Cats, dog. So, hindi pwede yan sa ating mga camp. And then what else? Protection from wild animals. Yan, yung sinasabi natin. Protection from outside forces. Yan. Kasi hindi natin alam, may mga magnanakaw dyan dadaan sa mga perimeter pins natin o sa mga likod or mga yung hindi entry point. So, dapat nalagyan natin ng security pins. Yung prevention of field parades. Yan. Ano pa? Gate control. So, how about the gate control? Okay, part of the security yung gate control. Controlling the entry of unauthorized personnel and prohibited materials. Check the badge and authorization of all personnel. Ano yung badge number niya or mga ID katulad dito sa Saudi Aramco, mayroon tayong ID, hindi tayo basta-basta makapasok at sinicheck yung mga vehicle natin, pati yung likod ng sasakyan natin. Then control exit of any materials by implementing the security pass. Kailangan lahat ng materials na ilalabas sa site man yan o sa office o sa camp natin, kailangan mayroong tinatawag na gate pass. So sino nagsasign nito at nag-i-inspect nito? Of course, pag nasa camp, yung camp boss natin, siya yung in charge dyan na ano. Okay? So, kapag sa mga material sa ano naman, yung storekeeper manager o supervisor, in charge sila dyan sa magsasign sa lahat ng mga materials na i-issue nila, lalo na ilabas sa vicinity ng ating mga work site or working area. 24 hours duty manned by security guard. Yes, dapat 24 hours kasi hindi natin alam, during night time marami tayong mga materials dyan sa loob ng ating mga campsite or sa ating mga workshop. So dapat natin magkaroon tayo ng 24 hours manned security. Other security checkpoints. So entry point pa lang, mayroon na tayong mga security point, security checkpoints. So random checking of the vehicles and personnel, frequently communicate with the main security. Pag mayroon tayong tawag na entry checkpoint and then mayroon tayong main checkpoint, so mayroong proper coordination yung mga security natin. Constantly monitor the activities within the area. Yan, isa yan sa responsibility or we need to implement. And then security patrolling. We are talking about patrolling. Regularly patrol the site. Random checking of vehicles and personnel. Frequently communicate with the security activities. Isa yan sa mga tinitignan during patrolling sa site natin. Assess the implementation of traffic management. If there is any crowding areas, they are the one to assess or to give control the crowd. Tinatawag natin crowd control. Okay? Next, ID system. Ito yung ano natin, dapat all site personnel should show their ID to the guard. No one can enter without ID. No entry, no ID. No ID, no entry. Yan ang motto ng security. And check for ID validity and authorized signature. Dapat alam ng security kung sino yung authorized signatory doon sa ID. And they should check yung ID validity. At dapat familiar sila sa ID. Maaaring yung ID na yan ay fake yan, di ba? So check for identity of the person using the ID if it is matches with the information in their badge. Dito, tingnan natin yung ID at yung ikama nila. Yung ikama ng working ID nila. Ng mga expat, lalo na sa mga expat, even the Saudi. Kasi mayroon din silang identity or ID, identification card. Then vehicle entry and sight. Isa yan sa tinitingnan natin lagi. Yung sticker na nakalagay as a vehicle pass. So yung mga buses natin, kailangan may sticker yan. Gate pass nila. And para ma-identify or malaman ng security if this vehicle are allowed or authorized to go inside the site or in and out. Okay? Driving by licensed and authorized driver. Of course, yung mga buses natin, any vehicle, light vehicle or heavy vehicle, they should have carrying their driving or driver's license, di ba? So follow site rules and regulation. We have the site safety rules and regulation or traffic rules regulation. They should follow this one. Not carrying dangerous goods except with permit. Okay? So yan ang chine-check natin sa sasakyan or chine-check na security sa mga sasakyan. And then random alcohol test. Security guards should conduct random alcohol testing to the site personnel, especially the day after holiday. Then escort the employees out of the site if found out or they found positive from alcohol or drug. If necessary, report to the police. So yan ang delikado dito. Lalo na dito sa abroad, lalo na dito sa Saudi Arabia. Napakatigas ng ulo ng iba nating mga kababayan sa kampo natin. Of course, naranasan natin yan. Sa kampo natin, maraming ganyan. So, I hope hindi sila mahuhuli. Okay? So, of course, we should have emergency contact number. Dapat nandun yung project manager, HSE manager, security manager, admin manager, medical clinic, police department, fire department, hospital. So, yan. Dapat nandun yung mga contact number para in case of any suspicious or any emergency, the security, they know where they reporting. Okay? So, saan sila magre-report. So, yan ang isa sa dapat nakalagay sa ating safety and security. So, I hope na itong kaalaman na to ay magbibigay sa atin ng munting kaalaman. Safety and security management. So, maraming salamat po. Naway nakabahagi na naman tayo ng another knowledge patungkol sa safety and security management. Maraming salamat po at salute sa lahat ng mga safety advocate. Bye-bye!